tonight. I can hear the cars out on the highway, just sort of humming in the distance. There's something really strangely comforting about that sound. Just knowing that there are other people out there driving around at 1 in the morning, completely in their own world, trying to figure out their own stuff out. It made me think about the things that keep us awake when the house gets quiet. I think one of the heaviest things we carry around as humans is the concept of closure, or honestly, the lack of it. We're obsessed with endings. We've been trained by movies and books to expect that every single chapter of our lives is going to end with this perfectly written dialogue. We expect that the person who hurt us is going to come back and give us a tearful apology. We expect that we will eventually get the chance to say that one perfect sentence that makes everything make sense. But real life doesn't have writers. It doesn't have a neat, wrapped up ending. Most of the time, things just stop. Friendships don't end up in a massive cinematic argument. Usually, you just stop texting each other as much, and then one day you realize it's been 6 months since you spoke. Relationships end with so many things left unsaid. People just walk out of your life without wondering what you're supposed to do. Because we don't get that closure. It's all manufactured. Tell me if you know it wouldn't change what happened. It wouldn't magically erase the pain. The only person who can give you closure, it's you. You have to be willing to look at a situation, accept that it ended messy, accept that you will never get an answer, and decide to put the box down and walk away. You have to learn how to be okay with unfinished sentences, which actually kind of ties into something from 4 years ago, and I didn't even recognize the guy in the picture. The way I dressed, the things I cared about, the stuff I was stressing over back then, it all felt so foreign to me now. But for some reason, I felt this weird guilt about deleting those pictures. It felt like if I deleted the photos or deleted those old text threads, I was somehow deleting that version of myself. And I think a lot of us do this. We hold onto thousands of digital files because we're terrified of letting go of who we used to be. We keep the digital baggage around because it feels safe, it feels familiar, but carrying around all that history gets real heavy. If you're constantly looking backward, if your phone is constantly reminding you of that friend group that fell apart, or the ex that broke your heart, or the era of your life where you felt totally lost, how are you supposed to step into the person you're trying to become right now? You can't write the next chapter of your life if you're constantly rereading the last one. I ended up deleting about 2,000 photos today. Just mass selecting and hitting that trash can, and then going into the recently deleted folder and wiping it out completely. And honestly, it felt incredible. It felt like I was physically putting down a backpack filled with bricks that I didn't even know I was wearing. I think sometimes we need to give ourselves permission to let our past versions die. You don't have to stay loyal to a version of yourself that doesn't exist anymore. You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to completely pivot your life. You're allowed to stop hanging out with people who make you feel small, even if you've known them since high school. You don't owe your past anything. Your only loyalty should be to the person you're trying to build today. If your mind feels incredibly cluttered right now, if you feel like you're carrying the weight of old arguments, old relationships, and old versions of yourself, I want you to mentally hit the delete button tonight. Just let it go. None of it's happening right now. The past is just a story we tell ourselves, and the future hasn't even been written yet. All you have is right now, this exact second, sitting in your room, watching some complete random Clash Royale gameplay, listening to a guy you've never met tell you that it's going to be okay. I know the world feels really overwhelming sometimes. I know it feels like everybody else has the script and you're just improvising. But I promise you, everyone is just improvising. We are all just walking around carrying our own museums, trying to figure out how to put the exhibits away. You're doing better than you think you are. I'm gonna wrap this up right here. My eyes are getting super heavy and the screen is starting to blur a little bit. If you made it all the way to the end, a full almost 10 minutes of just hanging out, thank you so much. I genuinely appreciate you sitting here with me. If you feel like leaving a trace, drop a comment, but don't make it deep. Just tell me what your favorite midnight snack is. Keep it simple. Clear your head. Let go of the old stuff. Get some rest tonight, bro. I'll catch you in the next one, okay? Take it easy, bro.